Good evening, my News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, elderly man found wandering in 6 Miles area. The Doheny Park police are seeking the public's assistance in reuniting this elderly man with his family. He was found wandering in the 6 Miles area in Kingston on Friday, May 3. He gave his name as Michael Washington Campbell and gave an Hannahtown address. Anyone with information that can assist the police in reuniting Michael Washington Campbell with his family is being asked to contact the Doheny Park Police at 876-933-4280, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Criminals hiding in gated communities comes to raise concern. Police are raising concerns about the challenges they are facing when trying to access several gated communities. Speaking on behalf of his division, SSP Phillips highlighted instances where officers were obstructed while performing their duties, an issue that poses a threat to community safety. It has come to our attention that there are elements within gated communities obstructing the police when we attempt to carry out our responsibilities, Phillips said. This not only hinders our ability to serve and to protect, but also emboldens criminal activities within these areas, which is unacceptable. The concerns arise from recent incidents that underscore the gravity of the situation. SSP Phillips recounted a disturbing case where a man from one gated community was arrested and charged with multiple offenses, including crimes against a minor. We recently apprehended a suspect responsible for 7 offenses against a 14-year-old girl. During the arrest, we also discovered lead sheets and a prohibited weapon in his possession, Phillips revealed. This case exemplifies the type of criminal activities that flourish under the cover provided by the restricted access to these communities. SSP Phillips is warning that obstructing police operations is not only illegal, but detrimental to the safety of all residents. I want to remind everyone that hindering police duties facilitates a dangerous environment for everyone, including the residents of these communities, he emphasized. The commanding officer made an appeal to the citizens of St. Catharines South and beyond, urging them to collaborate with law enforcement to ensure safety and security. We are earnestly asking for your cooperation. Do not prevent us from entering your communities, rather, join us in our efforts to thwart the criminal elements and ensure a secure living environment, he implored. Concluding his statement, Superintendent Phillips expressed a desire for unity and cooperation. Together, we can forge a safer and more harmonious society. Your support is crucial in this endeavor. Let us collaborate to maintain the safety and the security of our communities. The Jamaica Constabulary Force continues to engage with community leaders and residents to foster a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by law enforcement and to cultivate a partnership that benefits all parties involved in safeguarding public safety. Motorcyclist gunned down in Temple Hall, St. Andrew. A motorcyclist was shot dead along the Junction Main Road in Temple Hall, St. Andrew early this morning. The incident happened about 1 o'clock while the man was heading to Brandon Hill where he lived. It is also reported that the perpetrator shot at residents in 15 Miles district. They escaped injuries. Police on the scene said that before the incident, a house in the community was robbed and that a woman was attacked in her yard. St. Catherine man fined $20,000 for trespassing on farm. St. Catherine resident Renier Honeygan was on Friday fined $20,000 or 10 days imprisonment in the parish court for trespassing on a farm in Bog Walk. Honeygan, 30, pleaded guilty to a charge of trespassing on agricultural land. Sentencing was handed down by Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Alain. Facts are that about 2:30 p.m. on April 25, the man was seen on the grounds of the Tradewinds Farms in Newark's Sunnyside Bog Walk and held. "I arrange me a come fi pick over ya," he said when he was accosted. He was arrested and charged for breaching the Trespassing Act. Man sentenced to 23 years in prison for murder in Ocherias Market. a St. Mary man who was convicted for killing another man during a dispute in the Oterias market in St. Anne 12 years ago, was on Friday sentenced to 23 years in prison when he appeared before the St. Anne Circuit Court. In passing judgment, Presiding Judge Justice Andrea Pettigrew Collins ruled that 53-year-old Peter Wilson must serve 18 years behind the bars before becoming eligible for parole. He was convicted for the stabbing death of a man known only as a jockey. Prosecutors had laid evidence that in January 2012, both men had a dispute inside the Oterias market. Prosecutors say Mr. Wilson, who is disabled after losing one of his arms, was able to overpower his victim and inflicted stab wounds to his body. The injured man was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The court was told that Mr. Wilson had a long history of violence. He had 3 previous convictions in 1991, 2000, and in 2011, all for the same offense of unlawful wounding. St. Catherine businessman on illegal gun charge offered $2.5 million bail. Kevin Bent, the St. Catherine businessman who was arrested and charged following the seizure of an illegal firearm at a traffic stop in Old Harbor in March, was offered a $2.5 million bail on Friday morning. Mr. Bent is to return to court on June 14. His bail comes a week after his attorneys, Donahue Martin and Tom Tavares Finson, made the application in the Gun Court Division of the Supreme Court. Allegations are that on March 1, the police were on an operation along Darlington Drive in Old Harbor, St. Catherine, when a Honda CR-V sports utility vehicle driven by the accused was stopped. The police searched a bag that was on the front passenger seat. A 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 10 rounds of ammunition was discovered. Mr. Bent was arrested and subsequently charged. Higgler steals a commuter's gold chain. A higgler who plies his trade in downtown Kingston was discharged from criminal proceedings in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday after spending a year in custody. Adain DaCosta pleaded guilty to robbery with aggravation and unlawful wounding following an incident in April 2023. Prosecutors said that the complainant was waiting on transportation in the downtown district when 2 men, one of whom was identified as DaCosta, stood beside him and started a conversation. DaCosta then demanded that the complainant hand over a gold chain that he was wearing. DaCosta tripped the man and took the gold chain and his wallet. "You have anything you want to say to me?" Senior Parish Judge Lauren Cole Montague quizzed. "Me never want a sentence. Look how long me in a custody." DaCosta responded, evoking laughter in the courtroom. He added that he only used a knife handle to hit the complainant in the head. Cole Montague sentenced him to 4 months imprisonment at hard labor, time already served for unlawful wounding. For robbery with aggravation, he was sentenced to 9 months imprisonment at hard labor, again time already served. Chang vows the police will hunt down killer of 16-year-old Grange Hill student. A tough-talking National Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, on Friday vowed that the police will hunt down the murder of a schoolboy who was gunned down meters from his school in Grange Hill last Thursday. "We are going to pursue the perpetrator relentlessly, whether he is young or old. We're going to find him and we are going to remove him from the community," Dr. Chang told the news during a visit to Grange Hill High School. "The police will pressure the criminals relentlessly. We have accurate intelligence that the killer comes from an area called the Kings Valley, and we know we have a crew up there called the Kings Valley Gang," he added. Dr. Chang was part of a team that visited the school in the wake of the slaying of 16-year-old Carson Barrett. The teenager was shot and killed as he walked home from sports day. A 15-year-old girl who was walking with him was also shot and injured during the attack. Minister Chang said he and the team thought it best to visit and reassure those at the school as well as the wider Grange Hill community. Among those who spoke to the students on Friday was Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake, who vowed to get rid of criminal elements in order to protect the pupils inside and outside of the school's corridors. He acknowledged that Grange Hill High is located in a volatile community. The school exists in an environment and it's not detached from the environment. Whilst we can take care of you in the confines of the school, we have to ensure that the threat that is out there is dealt with the top cops stressed. Let me assure you that you will not be taking this journey on your own, he reassured the students. Commissioner Blake said the police know who the perpetrators are. We will be doing everything in our power to remove them, he assured. He also encouraged the students to refrain from a life of crime and to embrace education. You are the future. Do not be dragged into crime. Stay away from crime, criminality, and gangsterism. It's not cool, Blake urged. School Board Chairman Samuel Williams is longing for the day when the institution is no longer under threat. I hope one day Grange Hill High School will emerge as a victor over all the negative things that are happening. The Grange Hill community and its environs, I'm pleading to you all to think about the future and what we have as a legacy here at this institution. Let's not break the partnership with God, he urged. I am hoping that the youth will put down the guns, think differently, and think positively, and trust God, Williams pleaded.